Good evening. My name is Tanjanika Johnson, and this is another episode of Blunt Talk. And before I introduce my guest, I just want to let you know there might be some trigger warnings in this video. It could be some cussing. So if you're not 18, please get permission by your parents. Introduce yourself.
I'm Mia. How deep you want me to go?
Saying I'm Mia is fine, but Mia who?
Mia Connor from all over. Like, grew up in Newark, but now in Wilmington. So I've been all over the world here,
Right. So the purpose of this video today is to talk about trauma. The trauma that you had to endure, just losing your son. So I'm gonna let you tell the story.
Well, I am a mother of 3 boys. As I stated, I grew up in Newark, but migrated to the city, been here for a minute. My youngest was killed August 14th, 2022. It was a day I'll never forget. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. My worst enemy. It's like when something is taken from you that you don't have any control of, it's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it that never ever gets full again. A lot of times it's a lot of crying. It's a lot of questioning. Whoever your higher power is that you believe in, you question that. Because there's nothing in this world that I believe that can answer the question of why. Even when the detective called me and said, "We got the 2 guys." I was like, and? My son not coming back. No matter who you get, no matter what they tell you, he does not come back. So now what? Mind you, it's been 3 years and we're still waiting. Every time the prosecutor calls, it reopens the wound. And it's like, I gotta start all over again. But it's not just me, because I got my kids. I have 2 other sons, and then my grandkids that I'm raising, which are his kids. It's rough. It is rough. Some days I thought I was crazy because hearing a telephone ring brings back memories. Looking at pictures, of course, brings back memories. Seeing the car that he used to drive brings back memories. And to know that he's never... Let me explain something. When someone tells you, oh, you can't never get that in your life, you take it with a grain of salt and you just like, all right, and keep it moving. But when someone tells you you're never going to see your kid again, ever in life, that's some shit that you will not, you cannot, it's hard to explain. It really is. It's just like an emptiness. Unforgiving. It's sad. I don't even want to go to court when they have trial. And you know why I don't want to go to court when they have trial? Because the state of Delaware is playing in my face. Playing in my face because you got the 2 guys. They've been incarcerated for 3 years, 2 years or whatever. But because now one of them is crazy or something, we got to wait another 6 months for him to be reevaluated. You playing with me. Because my son is never coming back.
So, and that is a fact. That he'll never come back. And for them to be playing in your face, that is very wrong. But I need to back this story up a little bit.
All right.
Do you know exactly what happened? Can you tell that story?
Yeah. So my son, he loved to smoke weed. My son was not an angel. I'm going to tell you from the rip. I already know. He do shit. He was 19. He do shit he had no business doing. He was places he ain't had no business being. With people I would not want him to be with. But he grown. You got to live and you got to learn. But that don't mean kill him. Okay? That's just that. My son was different because he was to himself. He got his friends, but he don't need new friends. And he meant that. Like, he's cool. He gonna get his little money, and that was it. What I've learned is people can't accept that. They can't accept a person that wants to be by themselves and don't really, I'm cool with you over there, but we ain't gotta be friendly. You ain't coming to my crib and we not hanging out and all that. So it is a group of kids, because I clearly remember this one guy that they said was the shooter. I seen him at my house before, and he was there on some problems with money, Cash App and money. I remember this. And he told my son, this was 3 months prior, watch yourself, because you're not from around here. So him being my son, because we talk shit at my house. That's what we do. And he was like, nigga, I ain't worried about you. Fuck out of here. 3 months later, my son go to the ATM at the Sicko on Concord Ave. The boy and 7 other people are there. They try to rob him. And to this day, I hear my son, because he's my son. I know him. And he's mine. He ain't giving shit up.
That's right.
You got to kill me. Fuck it. That's my son. And all I can do is respect it, because I've always told him, anytime you step into the game, you got to accept the good and the bad that come with this shit. I don't give a fuck what game you playing. Monopoly, Scrabble, what the fuck? It don't matter. You got to accept the good with the bad. You can't always get the crowns and the jewels. Sometimes you got to get the shit in the garbage too. And I know that's what he told them. And guess what they did? They killed him. They killed him.
So they only incarcerated 2 of the 7?
Yes, because people, it's important. Know the laws of the state that you live in, because they're different. They vary from state to state. Delaware does not have an association charge at all. Delaware does not have if I know that you just killed somebody and I don't tell, they don't have a charge for that. But in PA, they do.
That's funny, because I know people that are locked up for that, but...
You know what? And it's crazy, because it's just like, you don't have a law for it, but there's people locked up for it. But then there's some people who get away with it. And then it's to the point now, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. No matter what you do, my son not coming back. That's all I'm worried about.
And that's the truth.
No matter what y'all do, my son not coming back. The 7 people, they did interview him. They went to the police station. They didn't get arrested or nothing. They got their little story and let them go. But the 2 guys, it was a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old. And let me tell you how fucked up the state of Delaware is. They have so much ring footage of the shooting, with my son like arguing with these niggas and them actually shooting him, that they said, in short, because the younger one's bullet wasn't the fatal bullet, they want to offer him a plea. Now check this out. Let me tell you what the plea is. The plea is, he already served 3 years, okay? They want to give him a sentence of 12 years with time served and good time. So I asked, well, what the fuck is a good time when you kill somebody? I don't know. What the fuck does that mean? You know, like if they're in jail and they don't get in trouble. Bitch, they got in trouble on the street because he killed my son.
That's right.
What is it that I'm missing here? But That's me as a mother. But me as a Black person, this is the game that they play, that we play with them. But we so damn stupid. Everybody want to be somebody out here. And you getting caught up. How you going to offer this little boy, if you tell what you know, we'll let you out, for him to get killed because now he a rat?
It's a setup.
It's a setup. But as a parent, you want your child home. So you tell them, oh, you gotta do what you gotta do. Nah, nigga, you better be smart, because it's a setup. And I lost my son, and I still think about this for this little boy. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. My son cool. Like, I don't know what anybody else believes in or what you got going on spiritually, but he all right. Their son ain't all right. Now, the oldest one, he's a whole nother story. I have not heard anything about him for 3 years. He got indicted on capital murder, and that was it. We were supposed to go to court November 14th, but the young one, he got pro bono. He got a new lawyer. So now we got to wait another 8 months for the lawyer to review the case. What the fuck are you reviewing? He killed someone. It's on tape. What are we reviewing? It shouldn't take 8 months to look at a tape and say, oh yeah, he had the gun and he shot it. Period. But this is that's where it is. So that is the story. He got robbed and they killed him.
And it's still no justice, basically.
Still not. No.
But anyway, what would be justice? There wouldn't be any, because nothing would bring your son back.
At all.
So, it's just a hard thing. So how were you able to cope with it, with your other children and with yourself?
I like to talk about him. We do a lot of reminiscing, you remember, because he was the youngest, so he was spoiled. Every time Christmas come, he the only person in the house, grown as hell, talk about, you give me a gift? Nigga, did you get me a gift? Because I done did my gifting for 18 years. But that was just who he was. And his brothers, it's harder for his brothers to deal with because they're brothers. And brothers fight. They don't get along. They beef all the time. And I feel bad for my middle son, Micah, because him and his brother were just fighting the night before. And he went out and he was like, yo, stay away from these niggas over here. Like, they not your friends. Like, stay in the crib. Don't go out there. He went out anyway, whatever. I went to work the next day. And when they came, the cop lady, the fucking detective bitch, like the supervisor, she was a bitch. She came, knocked on the door, and Micah answered the door. And he called my phone. He kept calling me while I was at work. And I'm like, boy, I can't answer. Just text me and tell me what's wrong. He was like, it's an emergency. Like, I can't text you. I answered the phone and he's like FaceTiming, but he's walking around the house crazy, house destroyed, like shit. I said,
so wait, she told your children?
Yeah.
That is so disrespectful.
Yeah, they told my son that just woke up, still had boxers on and everything. I'm like, yo, he's like, I can't answer the door because the bitch was knocking like she was gonna tear the motherfucker off the hinges. So I came down and answered the door. They told him, and I'm thinking, I still don't know what's going on. I'm thinking they got into a fight and tore my house up, and I told him I'm gonna fuck them both up when I get home. And he was like, Mom, Morel not coming home. They killed them. He's gone. And my son is crying and he's screaming. And I'm like, this is a joke. Like, and he showed me these two white ladies. I'm just like, man.
He destroyed the house?
Yeah, my son was pissed. Yeah, he tore everything up in the fucking house. I'm screaming at work. My supervisor's like, what is wrong? I couldn't even tell her. I'm throwing the phone like, I gotta get home. I finally get home. And the cop is still there, and she says to me, I just need to let you know that if he's in a gang,
That's the first thing they yell.
you're not gonna get any assistance from witness, whatever it's called,
Victims.
victims comp. You're not. If he's in the gang, talk to me. Say something to me. Just say something.
So,
If he's in a gang,
are you serious?
if he's in a gang, you know you're not going to get any assistance from victim. This is what she's saying.
Not focusing that
If he's in a gang,
been killed,
if he's in a gang,
but this is what
this is what she's saying, and that's how she keeps saying it. So by this time, my other son, my oldest, is there, Marcus. And he's fucked up because, mind you, it's been me and these three boys all their life. No dad, no nobody. It's been us rocking. But guess what? I'm going to work, and Marcus, you the oldest, and you gonna make sure these niggas is listening. That's how it was. So Marcus assumed a position as, I'm your big brother, I'm your dad. I show you how to do what you gotta do, whatever got going. That's what he did. So he took that shit bad, hard. And this woman is steady saying about if he's in a gang.
So how did you handle that at that moment? I would have lost my shit.
Nah, you laugh at ignorance, cause she ignorant. She don't know. But I told her, he ain't in no gang. Well, how do you know? Because I know my kid.
How do you know?
Because I know my kid. I said, I'm gonna tell you what, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If he was here right now, because I know my kid, and he don't give a fuck about authority, cops, or nobody, he'd have told you long time ago, get the fuck out, bitch. Cause you blowing my shit.
Yup.
That's what he would have told you. So what I'm going to do is say it for him. Get the fuck out cause you blowing my shit. He ain't in no gang. He don't listen to nobody but fucking me, bitch. Unless I'm running the gang,
He ain't in it.
he ain't in it. I'm telling you. She was it's sad. It's sad that that's the representation that you get for the city of Wilmington to console you at your time of need. Like, she was so mad that when they did an autopsy on my son, he didn't have no drugs in his system, he didn't have a gun on him, and he didn't have no drugs in his possession. She was mad about that. She was angry.
Because they couldn't write it off as another gang-related
Incident.
Exactly.
Absolutely. She was mad. But it's cool because when I went to the police station and talked to the detective, he is the shit too. I don't care what nobody said about that man. He is good. And he told me, like, you got the strongest case that I've ever seen for nobody not to want to say anything. But this shit is strong as shit. He said, don't give up. And for real, coming from that white detective that don't know my son at all, I felt some kind of way about that because he see people every day like this. He ain't have to say shit to me. He's like, yo, I'm telling you, I don't care how long it take, they going down. I'm telling you, that's how strong your case is. I can't give you details, but it's strong. And I believe it.
So what would you suggest for anyone else that has to endure such a situation and does not receive any type of justice?
Honestly, I think it's about self-satisfaction. Like, so there's nothing that these worldly people can do for me. I think it's all about myself. Like, you have to get the justice for yourself. Because I'm telling you, I did some crazy shit the first 6 months. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Like, when we went to the preliminary hearing, of course, they give up all the information of the person that's there. Address, mom's name, this, and this. Guess the fuck what I was doing? Pulling up in my fucking car at this bitch house every fucking day, waiting for her to come outside. Every day for 3 months. And I ain't lying.
But what were you gonna do?
If she came outside, guess what? I don't know. So the reason why I stopped pulling up to this bitch house every day for 3 months is because one day I'm out there and my son calls and was like, Mom, where you at? Nigga, minding my business. Nah, ma, where you at? Because I got your location. He called the address. He was like, who they there? You know, I'm trying to figure out why you want to know all that. Long story short, he's like, Mom, leave them people alone. It ain't her fault. And I can dig that, because I agree with that. It ain't her fault.
Damn.
But that's your kid, bro. This is what I don't understand. If you was my daughter, right? And you was 12, and we got up every morning and I sent your ass to school on the school bus, and you did not go to school, guess who gets in trouble for you not going to school?
You.
So why the fuck don't the 15-year-old's parents get in trouble for this nigga having a gun? Help me make sense out of this whole situation. If I can get in trouble for you not going to fuck to school when I sent you, how the 15-year-old, mind you, they found the gun and the ammunition in her house.
Oh, yeah.
But she's not responsible, because I'm just trying to figure out, again, I sent your ass to school. Why I'm getting fined for this shit? Make it make sense, state of Delaware, but they can't. When you ask these people questions like that, they look at you like, black people ain't supposed to talk like this. Black people ain't supposed to care. I'm supposed to just be ready to riff, go fight, blow up the world and everything. Nah, I got questions and I need an answer. Help
All
me.
we have to do is stand up and the game will be over. But the problem is we won't stand up.
At all.
We just let them keep putting the pieces on our backs and we just sit there like a table. Well, if we just stand up, the whole table is going to fall apart. So, world, stand up.
I agree.
So now back to this situation. How does your sons take this, the death of your youngest son? How do they interact now in life?
It's hard for. So again, Micah, being though him and Morel, the going joke in the house for years has been they live with each other, because not only do they live in the same house, but they share a room also.
Right.
So they had more beef than anybody else, because Mom, he dirty, he don't clean up. Mom, he dirty, he don't clean up. So it was always something. So Micah and Morel always had like a rocky relationship. Like I said, Morel, the day before he died, him and Micah was arguing, fighting and shit. And then he's the one that got the news. And my son is broke because of that.
Of course.
He questions all the time, like, does he know that I loved him? Because I didn't tell him. Does he know that he's always my little brother and I'm gonna always love that nigga, no matter what he's doing? And it's constant that I'm telling him, he know. We are a family of music, so you can tell when we going through our shit, because the music is on 1,000 and everybody swear they can sing and shit. So I know when Micah is going through his shit, because the music is up and he rapping some shit that I don't even understand. But I let him get his shit off, because you got to. I don't want to tell him to be quiet, turn it down. Nah, turn it up. If that's going to help, turn it up, because I don't want you to ever feel guilty about something that you didn't have control of. And it's sad. And then Marcus, the oldest, he's like, I let him down. I should have been there for him. I should have stopped him, or I should have done more. But I'm telling him, and this might sound fucked up as a parent, but it's a reality. We can escape judges and cops and shit in court, but death, when your expiration comes, it comes. Everything that breathes will die, whether you're ready for it or not. My thing is, I'm not really spiritual. I was raised in the church, but the only thing that keeps me is what I was born into, because that's what I know. I've never searched into another religion or any kind of belief. So from what I know is I'll see him again. One day, when my expiration comes, I'm going to see him again. That's what I was taught and that's what I believe. And that keeps me. For me. My sons, on the other hand, they like, man, how am I trying to hear that shit? And I don't knock it, because honestly, school me on something that I don't know. Teach me something new. Enlighten me. I had the craziest situation. I mean, I don't know if I gotta tell you this story. I gotta tell you this, because we've politicked about this before. So I gotta tell you this shit. So I do Lyft sometimes, on the side. One day, this like right fresh, this shit just happened. I'm coming down 495. I meant to turn my fucking app off and the bitch goes off again. I'm like, God damn, I'm trying to go home. But they only going to St. Francis Hospital and I'm right in Edgemoor. I said, cool, I'm gonna take the shit. Whatever. Long story short, the chick come out, her daughter gets in the car and I'm like, you ready? She's like, I'm waiting for my mom. And I'm like, this bitch come the fuck on. Like, I'm ready to go. Mom get in the car, her finger all swollen and shit. We talking about her finger. I don't know if you know the city, but I'm ready to tell you. We ready to map it out. Listen to this. Governor Prince, 7-Eleven. I'm about to bust the right there. She says, can I ask you a question? The mom. I said, I don't know this bitch. Okay? I don't know. Listen to me. I don't know this bitch at all. Pause. Prior to this, I talked to my homegirl. I said, yo, I want to go to a psychic. She was like, psychics are raw. They have no emotion, no attachment. So they gonna give it to you how they see it. You not ready for that because it's too fresh. Solid. My sister says, church. We don't believe in that. That's the devil. Bitch, you got your kids. I don't got mine. I want to go. Remember that. Right turn on Governor Prince. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, what's up? What's your name? Mia. It's on the app. Like, what's up? Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Ask your question. Have you lost a male in your life? I said, bitch, that's broad. People lose males every day, from a son to a father to a grandfather to an uncle. You got to be specific when you talking to me. Food Lion, Governor Prince. She said, have you lost your son? Bitch, I almost got in an accident. I turned around driving. Do I know this bitch? Because I'm about to beat her the fuck up in here. You lost your son? Yeah, I lost my son. Nobody, until now, 3 people know how my son got killed. That's me, my sister, and my homegirl, Pam. My son got shot 3 times. Once in his leg, twice in his leg, and once in his head. That's how he died. This bitch said, did you lose your son to a gunshot? Bullet to the head? I don't know her. I just told you that I wanted to go to a psychic, didn't I? All right. Governor Prince Popeyes. I'm like, yo, the fuck? Listen, I got a message for you. Me and my son is Bonnie and Clyde, and I'm gonna keep it gully with you. We hustle together. We gonna do it all together. I'm gonna hustle with you because if the charge come down the pipe, I'm taking it for you because you mine. We did it all. That was my ride or die. I told that nigga everything and he told me everything. This woman said to me, my question has always been, did he suffer? Did he cry? Did he ask for me? Because I know the fuck he did and you bitches ain't call me. You know what she said to me? Y'all not listening. You don't hear me. I don't know her. She said to me, your son wants me to tell you he ain't suffer. He was gone when the bullet hit him. He didn't feel nothing. He didn't have time to call for you. He didn't have time to ask for you. But he sent a message and said, just tell my mom I'm good. That's why I'm here. Now, I don't know what you believe in, but on my kids, that's what happened. She proceeds to say, there's a little girl with puffballs in her hair. I got 2 grandkids, that's his. One of them's not his, the other one is. She said, the one that's not his, that's my daughter. She ain't got nobody. I bought her for a reason. It's my time. She needs somebody. That's why I bought her. The one that's his, I didn't know where she was because the mom took her from me. Go get her because that's my daughter. I ain't even put the icing on the cake yet. His baby mom was in a shootout by Riverside in a black car and got shot. You know what this bitch told me? I'm talking about the psychic lady told me. Your son said the girl that got shot in the black Mustang, leave her the fuck alone. Bro, that's his baby mom. Because it was a black Mustang. My son has a Tangie, you seen it. My son has a red and black urn. He said, Mom, wherever you go, take me with you in my red and black urn. This is what the psychic bitch is saying. I don't know her. I would never lie about it.
I know you're not lying because you know I'm tapped in. So at the end of the day, that was a whole blessing for you because you asked for it and it came. A lot of people don't get messages.
And guess what? I've been cool ever since. Like, even with them talking about like the court date coming up and everything, literally, we went up, me and my whole family go trudging up there again. And they're like, well, this is what's going on, da 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 da. How do you feel? Blase, blase. Bro, I'm good. What's up? Like,
what people don't understand is when you have a relationship with your loved one after they passed away, well, before they have passed away, that once they do pass away, you do grieve, but it's a different type of grief.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
a different type of grief.
I'm telling you, that shit is deep. It's deep. It ended with, basically, she just gets out the car, I drop her off, and she gets out. My next ride, because I'm crying now, and I can't get my shit together, crying. The next ride is some chick. So she gets in the car, she said, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. She was like, nah, you not all right. Coming to find out she's a preacher's kid. And she was like, what's going on? So I tell her my little story and everything. She said, well, you know, psychics want money.
The lady ain't actually.
And if she ain't ask you for no money, she was sent on divine intervention. You better take it. And that was what's, and guess what? From that point on, I've taken that and I run with it. That's my blanket of comfort. Just that woman right there. Seriously, like that gets me through.
Because you were able to receive a message and you know that was your message.
Yep.
Some people can't, move on because they don't receive a message. And it was easier for you because you did receive it. So that's a good thing. That makes me smile because at least you have some type of comfort. And if you wanted to go back to that lady, you could.
And to this day, this happened a year and a half ago. To this day, every now and then she'll hit me on Facebook like, I'm just checking in. You okay? If you need me, I'm here. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. I haven't went back to her, but just
so that's why you asked me were psychics real and what I felt about it and all that. I'm glad you asked me.
Yeah, that's why I answered. That's why I was like, we talked about this before.
Right.
I didn't go into detail, but that's why, because clearly I know I don't know her. She don't know me. And her daughter, it was so deep that her daughter went to try to console me or whatever. And her mom said, don't touch her. Don't touch her, because I don't want her to think, because I don't know what my knowledge is about it.
Right.
And she doesn't want me to think whatever.
Right.
passing of whatever through the touch or whatever.
Right.
And she was like, don't touch her.
Very important.
So I respect that. And I mean, literally, that keeps me going. And plus, I got my grandkids. Them little motherfuckers. Let me tell y'all something about little girls. They something else. And I'm a boy mom. I got 3 boys, but these little girls, they keep me going. And even when I do cry, or even when I am sad, like my granddaughter will be like, Mom, you okay? Hold on. She'll go get her sister, be like, Mom's crying, come on. And they'll get on the bed and we're all like holding each other, crying together. And Dad loves you, my mom, and he loves me. And he said he gonna see us again. And you know, that type of thing. So that means a lot. It means a lot to be able to have that in your life still, because it's rough. It's rough.
Definitely. So, to close this out, is there anything that you would want to tell people who have lost their children, or is there anything that you think that you could give as suggestions to make it a little bit easier day by day for someone who's lost their sister or brother or something like that? You know?
Definitely. Be honest. Be honest. Like, don't hit me with the, oh, he was a great person. No, my son was a pain in the fucking ass. He was a nuisance, and everybody that knew him would be like, that spoiled motherfucker. Yes, but he was my spoiled motherfucker. But I kept it, I'm honest. Like, I don't hide it. He indulged in things that I didn't indulge in. And doesn't make him a bad person, but I'm honest about it. Yeah, he liked Xanax. He liked Xannies. He loved them. I don't know why they made him act crazy. I mean, I chased him around the table many times with my bat because he was fucking crazy. But it's honest. And it's like when you try to cover some shit up, it brings more pain. Like, I'm just, honesty, love your kid, love your brother, love your mother, whatever, for the person that they are, opposed to try to making them into something that they are not. And I mean that. Like, Xannies and all, I love my kid and I'm missing. If I could have him back, my dumb ass, I've been and bought a script for him. How about that?
Not a script.
But no, seriously, I'm just joking.
In place of it
being
dead.
you know, in place of him being gone, like you just want to make it better, make it right for him, and just be honest with yourself and with everyone else.
Well, I thank you for sharing your story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I would love to revisit this after trial, if you don't mind, so we can find out the verdict, because I'm sure everybody's going to want to know. Again, I appreciate you. Much gratitude. No, I love you to death.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.